Together we stand, a family so strong, in unity of Sun Lakes where we all belong. With love in our hearts, we share the same goal, to lift up each other and make our spirits whole. We gather as one with open.
Oh no, I just finished my stuff.
Are we ready?
Yep.
Good morning. I have a new microphone. Isn't that exciting? I'm going to do the announcements. Just want to let you know. There's a big siren on here, but I blow your ears out. So I had to test it before I got here. Anyway, glad to have everybody here. All right. So, first of all, this is our last Sunday for the season, right? And we'll be back in September 8th we'll be back. But meanwhile, I want you guys to have a blast this summer. And here's my blessing blast for you.
Here we go.
I love that.
Oh, that's my favorite. That's what you gave me these flowers. Give everybody one.
Blessing blast.
You see now why I gave you the towels? You might get wet.
I thought it was for sweating the windows.
Yes. Oh, and they fell on the floor. You're getting a free bath.
Oh yeah, multi-dimensional.
Yeah, just clean the floor. All right, you have a blast this summer while we're gone. All right, there you go. That's my blessing blast.
I don't want you to
Now I need a towel. All right. Okay, I'm Jill Pont. Doing a platform today. Thank you. All right, the flowers today are from Barbara Kelly. The table cost so well. Very nice, very nice. And then we're going to start with an opening song by Annie Moscow. Now, I don't know Annie. I mean, we met this morning, but she's been a little practicing, and it was fantastic. So would you tell us a little bit about yourself before you start?
Hi, my name is Annie Moscow. I'm a singer-songwriter coming to you all the way from Scottsdale, but originally from the East Coast. I've written for Walt Disney, and Sarah Vaughan did one of my songs in the 80s, and now I mostly write for myself. I have a new album out called Land of Dreams, and I'm going to do a couple of my songs for you today and a couple songs that you may know and love, and if you do, please feel free to join in with me. But here's one you probably won't know, it's one of mine, but it's called Open Dream. home.
That was beautiful. So everyone remember, in September, find your way back home here. Right? Perfect. Perfect. All right. Now we want to welcome everybody back to our final service for the season. And anybody new here today? Oh yes. Do you mind standing and tell us your name and how you found us and your social security number, and we take Visa and MasterCard.
No, I'm Don Warden. Right now I'm staying with my daughter up in South Higley, or South Gilbert. So I think she must have, I don't know how she picked you up, but she told me this morning, you all go down and check it out, see, it's in Sun City.
Good.
Older people there. I'm getting old.
Young at heart.
Yes, young at heart.
That's right. Young and I'm still having a good time.
That's great. Well, we're glad you found us. Thank you very much. And hope you come back next season.
Yes.
All right. Anybody else new? All good? Any internet new people? Thank you for being here. So what do we want to do, folks? We want to welcome everybody and give you our welcoming blessing. We love you, we bless you, and we welcome you. All right, next up we have Ela Cabral, and with the opening prayer.
You want to say?
What is that?
That's our vision.
Oh, that's our vision statement? Oh, is this today? Okay, here we go. Ready? A world of oneness where all people are free and encouraged to express their divine potential. That's a fact. And the mission statement. Unity Church of Sun Lakes is a spiritual community of love and light that is dedicated to the expansion of our divinity as taught by Jesus Christ and other master teachers. We commit our time, talents, and tithes to inspire more love and peace in our world. Thank you, God. And now, Ela.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. This is a celebration, and I love the opening. Thank you, Jill, with those bubbles. I saw multi-dimensional bubbles. I don't know what that means. It was fun.
Yeah.
So what I'd like to do is, before we start the opening prayer, is to do a little twist here and do a preface and combine what Reverend Jeannie spoke about last Sunday on manifesting your desires and the week before about the law of attraction. So before we begin the prayer, I'd like for you to just take a minute and set your intention with what you desire. I ask that you be very clear and positive and visualize it as being true. See it and feel it. And as you feel this emotion, bring it into your heart. And feel the gratitude that it is done. We stand in the oneness of all there is and rejoice, for today is a celebration of life as we meld into the divine. We unite in sacred reverence as we set our intentions. We speak to the oneness of spirit, for we know your name, and it is I am that I am. We speak to the oneness of spirit, for we know our name, and it is I am that I am. We celebrate this moment and many more to come because it gives us opportunities to feel our divinity
and our purpose in this journey called human. The purpose is to remember who we really are. We are light workers. We are the light workers who see peace. We are the peacemakers, for we know peace. We are peace. We are the light workers of peace, and we are ready. And so it is.
Thank you, Ela. That was perfect. This is a special day. Do you feel the oneness? Mm-hmm. I feel the love. All right. Our daily word today is world peace. Affirming the divinity of all the world's people, I envision world peace. Peace is meant for every person of every faith in every land. Today, I look beyond the news of the world, reports of strife and conflict, even the agitation and unforgiveness in my own heart, and find the peace of God. I believe the desire for lasting peace is within each person's heart. In prayer, I affirm this truth and envision this desire growing stronger among world's people until peace can no longer be denied. It is our shared destiny to live in peace. When each person wants for all people what they want for themselves, harmony will blanket the earth. I affirm the peace I wish for myself is dawning in the hearts of others. In prayer, I see them safe and secure in the heart of God, forever at peace. From Thessalonians 2, chapter 3, verse 16. Now may the Lord of peace himself give you the peace at times, in all ways. Thank you.
Thank you, Kay. And now we'll have the meditation song. And then following that, Helen Daly will come up with the meditation. So no, we'll just do this, no applause after Annie's song.
it's time to change. Why do
Good morning. Boy, usually you look out this time of year and there's practically nobody here. Look at this. Wonderful. You know, last week I was thinking about what Tom asked people to do for the meditation. And he asked people to bring something sacred. You know, I just don't hold things in that area in my life. But I do have trouble letting go of some of my books. And so the last time I called my collection, I had pulled these out and thought, I'm going to read these again. And many years ago, Tony remembers, Julia remembers, Barb remembers, Bruce remembers, Kay. You know, there are a few of us who've been here for over 20 years, and we used to have something we called salons. And we'd have a potluck, and then some program would be presented, and then we'd have discussion after that. Or maybe we would just get together for a game night, but it was something like that. And so I decided to pick up my Never Alone. This is a series that started with Joshua. This is autobiographical, and if nobody's read this, you need to. Joseph Grisone was a priest who gave up his priesthood because of health reasons. He took no pension, nothing. There were times he was walking on the street, he had nothing to eat, and there would be a quarter. So you know how long ago that was, if a quarter would get him something to eat. Anyway, this is my favorite one of the series because it gets very realistic, and you can imagine if Jesus were here today, what just might be happening. Scary. Anyway, the Never Alone, I thought, well, I'm going to read what I thought was really important last time. And so I went, oh, this would make a great meditation. So I want you to just close your eyes and just breathe deeply and ask your spirit to take you to that peaceful place within yourself. Just let everything go and just listen to the sound of my voice and enjoy your life. And know that when the relationship with Jesus, any relationship, has to be cultivated. Relationship with Christ is cultivated through prayer. We've been talking a lot about prayer lately, what it should entail, how we should do it. It's so important. It's such an important part of who we are personally and as a group and as a Unity Church. Prayer does not have a happy connotation in many people's minds. It is for them a boring, fertile exercise, talking to someone who never talks back, sharing with someone who never responds, pleading when you're desperate and not getting any answers. That is not the kind of prayer this author is talking about. We're considering how to get people in touch with their prayer selves, and it's not really that hard. People get frustrated with prayer because they're looking for an instant response, and when it doesn't happen, they get discouraged. It is as if God should be like a genie, rub the lamp and get immediate action. God does not work that way. He is not a God of quick fixes. He is a very patient God who heals gently and thoroughly. The kind of prayer needed is detached, a kind of prayer in which you are not looking for anything, just putting yourself in God's presence and sharing with Him what you are feeling or what you are suffering. It is the kind of prayer in which you just open your heart to God and say, God, I'm here. I'm not asking for anything. God, I just want to be near you and to open my heart to you. I need you, Lord, and I'm here at your disposal. Whatever you want to do with me, Lord, I'm ready. I don't know what to say to you. I don't know what to ask you. I don't even understand what is important for me. You know it all beforehand anyway. I know you have much to share with me, Lord, and I am finally ready to listen. Speak to me, Lord. My heart is open to you. But Lord, please don't leave me alone. This kind of prayer is most effective. It is not demanding of an immediate response. God doesn't work that way anyway. It is a prayer that comes from a humble heart, the kind that God can work with because a humble heart is ready to listen. It leaves God the leeway to subtly work within us, gently touching our thoughts and our feelings, quietly adjusting our vision, so that when we look at things in His creation around us, we see precious gifts to be treasured, and not just things to be used or abused and discarded. When we look at people, even obnoxious people, we see Him in them and treat Him accordingly. When we are hurting, we know He is there. We know He will turn our pain into a grace. We don't even have to ask Him. This openness in our prayer life becomes a permanent condition of childlike trust, which places us in a continuous state of readiness when He speaks to us in whatever way He chooses to communicate. The detachment, which is an essential element in this kind of prayer, is what places us at God's disposal. It renders us supple and malleable and workable in God's hands. It makes us usable, which is what God desperately wants from all of us, but what He rarely receives from any of us. It gives our uniqueness the chance to be utilized to our maximum potential. the uniqueness for which God created us originally, to accomplish something special with our lives. Now this is from me. Remember, if you maintain an active prayer life, you are never alone. And now just easily and gently ask God to stay with you, to guide you, and open your eyes slowly, knowing that this is a beautiful day for you.
Feel free to sing if you know this one. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and for you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn so much more than we'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yeah, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. It's a bubble-full world.
All right, and now we have the Reverend Jeanne Mac coming up to talk about the course of light and bubbles.
Oh, it's our last week. Let's all say "oh" together. Oh, gosh, I'm gonna miss you guys. 2 frogs fell in a can of cream out on the farm. It was a big can of cream, or so I've heard. And the sides of the can were really shiny and steep, and the cream was deep and cold. Sounds like my kind of place. Cream and cold. The first frog croaked. Oh, what's the use? That's fate. No help around. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, cruel world. Wah, wah, wah. And weeping, he drowned. But number 2 of the sterner stuff, dog paddled in surprise, the while he wiped his creamy face and dried his creamy eyes. I'll swim a little, at least, he said, or so I've heard he said. It really wouldn't help the world if one more frog were dead. An hour or 2 he kicked and swam. Not once he stopped to mutter. But he kicked and swam and kicked, then hopped out via butter. My second favorite place. In today's lesson, as we wrap up our month and prepare for our summer vacations, recognizing that consciousness never takes a vacation, we're going to look at frogs. No, wait a minute, that's not right. Butter. No, it's not even butter. Swimming and kicking. Kicking and swimming. Well, maybe. Indirectly, yes. Today, we're going to look at the activities of persistence and determination as we navigate ourselves through life. As we endeavor to create lives of passion, fulfilling our dreams and our higher purpose. How every now and then, though, we may fall into that cream, that can of cream. And even though we may get thrown a curve, it doesn't mean that we should give up our highest vision for ourselves, which I believe in the bottom of my heart is God's vision for all of us as well. Anything that will enable us to express greater life, greater happiness, greater power, so long as it does not harm anyone, must be the will of God for us. It's important to know that taking that trip toward our dreams, goals, and vision is not always a straight line. It doesn't go upward always without a break. Life does seem to have its ups and downs. It's cans of cream. Sometimes we feel that our lights burn very brightly and we're right on track. Remember the last one? And maybe you're in that right now. And sometimes it feels like a 25-watt light bulb on its way out, maybe. And at those times, of course, we feel way off course. That's human. And when we feel like a 25-watt light bulb on its way out, it's important, so very, very important, that we do what we need to do to get back on course. And that's that we keep on keeping on, as they say, that we swim and kick and swim to get back on course. Grab your hand of your neighbor and kick and swim sometimes. We need that help. As an old football coach used to tell his team, when the going gets tough, the tough go shopping. Oh no, that's mine. I said that. The tough get going. In a Hagar, the horrible cartoon, the Viking Hagar and his sidekick are talking, and Hagar says, I realize we're lost, but always remember, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. And the sidekick says, I know. But the second frame is expanded to show that they are standing in a vast wasteland. The sidekick says, but which way do we go? When the tough gets going, which way do we go? We go the way of God. We in this room, and many others, living rooms, and we stay the course of light. And it's easy for me to stand up here and say it. Perhaps it's not as easy to do, because we can be readily lured off the course. So we have an incredibly powerful metaphor for getting lured off course appearing in the biblical scriptures at Judges chapter 16. It's the story of, anyone know? Samson and Delilah. A man named Samson was blessed with the gift of incredible strength. Samson's might was so immense that the Israelites depended on it to defend them against the oppressive Philistines. But Samson did as many of us do. He allowed himself to be lured off course. He was tempted and he succumbed. Now, as I recount the story of Samson and Delilah, I want you all to be thinking about what could be your Delilah. What gets me off course from fully expressing my God light? So Samson flirted with a woman in the enemy camp named Delilah. She'd asked him, Samson, how do you get all that strength? And he played with her, pretending to give away his secret, confessing. Well, first, he told her, if I were tied with 7 fresh bowstrings, not yet dried, he would be rendered as weak as the next guy. So she did that, but he broke them as if they were threads. Next, he said that if they bind me securely with ropes that have never been used, then I shall become weak and be like any other man. So she did, while he was sleeping. Yet when he awoke, he broke free. The third time he told her, if you weave the 7 locks of my head into the womb of a loom, the web of a loom, then I shall become weak. Of course, she did this, but to no avail. He was as strong as ever. Now you'd think that at some point, Samson would get wise and figure it out that this woman was bad news. We laugh. But he chose to ignore the obvious. How often do we ignore or indulge in those very things that get us off track? Finally, after she pressed him daily with her words and urged him, his soul was vexed to death. And he blurted out, if I'm shaven, then my strength will leave me, and I shall become weak like any other man. Delilah wasted no time in getting the news of her discovery to the Philistines. Then she lulled Samson to sleep on her lap and called a man to come and shave his head. When the Philistines arrived, the weakened Samson could not fight them. They plucked his eyes out and they took him to prison, where he was harnessed to the millstone to grind grain. it's a powerful metaphor, I think, for us. For one reason or another, most of us get caught off course from time to time. Here's the deal. If we allow ourselves to play with the Delilahs in our lives, we will live at the millstone, grinding away, going round and round in circles, going nowhere with no vision, no eyes. Now, our Delilahs don't come waving banners, do they? Hey, I'm your destruction. They might come looking really good. Samson's Delilah was a gorgeous, true temptress. Perhaps those things that get us off course aren't as good looking as Delilah. They may simply be familiar, comfortable, habitual, but they are just as destructive nonetheless. So earlier I asked you to be thinking about your Delilahs. So what gets you off track? Anyone care to share? Yeah. All right, I'll throw some out here. Self-destructive habits. Of course, nobody wants to share. Of course, we don't have any of those in this room. How about seeing lack in things? Or not doing our spiritual practices every day? Or not taking care of our physical vehicle? Or unchallenged, unproductive belief systems? Or of the 4 agreements Ruiz wrote, taking things personal, or making assumptions about things. Those can be our Delilahs.
Depression. Depression.
Depression. Yeah. Thank you, Bruce. Yeah. So here's Samson's eyes plucked out. Talk about a depression. He lost his vision. And just as we lose our sight, our vision and our goals, we can disconnect from our vision, our light, and veer off course. So something happened for Samson, however. He's grinding at the millstone blind. Who knows the rest of the story? As Paul Harvey used to say.
He got his strength back and pulled the temple down.
Yes, he got his strength back. Because why? His hair grew back. Talk about support. And it's obvious it's going to happen. But do we think that way? No. So he got a second chance to let his light shine. So during this time, the Philistines and their leaders, feeling pretty triumphant over having squashed Samson's strength, ordered him brought to their temple so that they could mock him. And they ordered him to stand between 2 pillars that supported the temple. Samson called to God, "Remember me and strengthen me." And he reached out his arms with every ounce of his renewed power. He brought that temple down and he killed all those within, including himself. And Samson, dying a triumphant death, did not abandon his people. In his final moments, he defended them as never before. Samson fulfilled his destiny. We always get a second chance, a third chance, a fourth chance. However many chances that we need to get back on track. At any moment, we can correct our course and turn our attention back to our vision and to our light. how, referencing in Matthew chapter 6, verse 22, if our eye is single, we shall be filled with light. We must cleave to the good and trust absolutely in the law of God to bring about any desired end. Spirit will mold our purposes when we allow it to do so. As we learn to depend more and more and more upon the perfect law, we shall find that the outward things which are necessary to our good will be provided. Just like Samson's hair grew back. We shall be cared for as the lilies of the field, which live directly upon the divine bounty, and yet they toil not, nor do they spin. And from the words of Annie Moscow, why do I? Why do I? We don't have to. Here's something I invite you to set your eye on. We are told in the biblical scripture in the first chapter of Genesis that we are made in the image and likeness of God. And that God looked upon its creation and said it was good. Very, very good. What if you began to keep your eyes singularly on that idea? And stay with me. And I want you to say this with me. I am made in the image and likeness of God. I am made in the image and likeness of God. All is good.
All is good.
Very good.
Very good.
Thank you. Let's do it again. I am made in the image and likeness of God.
I am made in the image and likeness of God.
All is good.
All is good.
Very good.
Very good.
All right. One more time. I want to put your hands on your chest, and I want you to close your eyes and say it one more time with me. I am made in the image and likeness of God, and all is good. Very good. And now I'm going to ask you to turn to someone and say, you are made in the image and likeness of God, and all is good. Very good. Okay?
You are made in the image and likeness of God, and all is good. Very good.
And another person, please. You are made
in the image and likeness of God, and all is good. Very good.
Thank you. And when we say it, doesn't it stimulate things that we did not know were even there? Yeah. It's because it's the truth. I think it turns up our wattage a little bit. Light. So how do we stay the course of light when we fall into our can of cream? We stay kick and swim. And we stay focused on the truth of our being. And we trust that God is the only power, that God is good and wants good in every situation. Every situation. And trust that you're supported. Your hair's going to grow back. Whatever that means. I know that this message is true because I'm looking at Tony Corrigan sitting here. Oh my God. So glad you're back. Yeah, that's God. So I'll share with you now a prayer of faith written by Hannah Moore Kohas. God is my help in every need. God does my every hunger feed. God walks within me, guides my way through every moment of the day. I now am wise. I now am true, patient, kind, and loving too. All things I am can do and be through the light of God that is in me. God is my health. I can't be sick. God is my strength, unfailing, quick. God is my all. I know no fear, since God and love and light are here. So you have a choice. When the Delilahs show up in your life and you fall into a can of cream, you can drown like the first frog. Or you can persistently kick and swim with this truth that the second frog had. As always, that choice is yours. So may the seed, the essence of what you have just heard germinate in your hearts and bear true and sweet fruits. And have a lovely summer. I love you all.
All right, let's do the affirmation together. I am the light of the world. At any moment, I can course correct and return my position to the light. I am God's creation, and I am very good. Okay, time to get your giving out. And don't forget, we've got envelopes back here for you can take and then send in for the summertime. And then we'll see you in September. So first we will have, is this a song? Oh, the offering blessing. Let's do that. All right, you ready? Divine love, richly flowing through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I give, and all that I receive. I am grateful for the blessings of this day. I am grateful for the blessings on their way. All right, now while the offering's going around, Annie will bless us with another song.
Gold. lately. And there have been some that I have broken, but I swear in the days still left, we'll walk in fields of gold.
All right. Is this the same? Okay. Thank you. All right, the offering gratitude. We give thanks for these many blessings of today and know that they are but a symbol of the inexhaustible substance of the universe. I give thanks that 10 times this much or more is now on its way to me and quickly manifests in perfect ways. Okay, now, announcements. That's what we wait for that all day. Okay. First, we have drumming, July 3rd and 17th.
This Wednesday.
That's in the mirror room?
Yes.
In the mirror room.
1 to 3.
1 to 3. Okay, then we have chair yoga with Elise. And that's going to be in the mirror room, July 17th, 3 to 4.
After the drumming. Double header.
Drumming, then yoga.
Yeah.
Then cocktails. Is that right? Did I get that right? Cocktails. Okay, and then volunteering for Sunday service class. What is that? Calling all volunteers. Look at that. Calling all volunteers. Yay! Okay, practice reading the daily word in front of a friendly, non-judgmental environment. Use the microphone so you can get used to what feels best for you. Explore the steps for a heartfelt opening prayer and meditation. This is a fun class and all are welcome.
In the mirror room.
What's the date? August 21st, Wednesday, 1 to 4. We don't have that announcement on email yet, do we?
I do not have August set up yet, so I'm still working on that.
Okay, but we'll get that to everybody so you don't forget. Upcoming events, board retreat, July 20th, and this next Sunday service is September 8th. Don't forget that. Fundraiser still be November 16th at Mark's house. Announcement. A prayer partner today is Barbara Kelly. Prayer team meeting still Julia on Wednesdays. It's Zoom at 10 a.m. The Reiki Share Group with Betty, 9:30.
metaphysical group every second and fourth Wednesday with Sheila in the mirror room. 1 to 3:30, 1 to 3 or 2?
1:30.
2 to 3:30.
1:30 to 3.
It's changed to 2 to 3:30. And last week we talked about chakras, and then Julia will expand on that the next time we meet. All right, any other announcements? Oh, Julia has an announcement. Oh, and Betty has an announcement. Anyone else have an announcement?
Bubbles.
Thank you. Hello. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Our beautiful person back here, Derek. He has some business cards back there. I want you, each and every one of you, to pick it up or take a photo of it. Call him if you've got a computer problem, a phone call problem, or you have a friend that has a computer or phone problem. Please give him a call. They're back there on the counter. Both tables have them. Come to the drum circle. It's fun. It's meditative. It's just a wonderful time. And July's schedule's back there on the table. And I'm working on August, getting that taped together, because I probably won't be here most of that one. But,
okay.
But thank you. Anyway, thank you.
All right, thank you, Julia.
I have an announcement.
Jeanne Mac is back.
I have a letter from Unity Worldwide headquarters. We tithe part of our income every month to Unity Worldwide Ministries, and we received a letter that said, "Thank you, Unity of Sun Lakes, for your support at Unity. We are grateful. We hope Unity of Sun Lakes will have a blessed and prosperous 2024. Blessings to all of you. Thank you." Bonnie Belfer, I guess, is the finance manager from Worldwide Headquarters. So just want you to know people are receiving our tithes and they appreciate it. Also want to remind you that I receive a salary and I could choose to be paid 10 months or 12, and I choose to be paid every month. So we do still have bills every month. So just because we are not meeting this summer, we do still have bills to pay. So if you would consider tithing to us during the summer, we'd truly appreciate it. We do have envelopes on the table if you would like to be able to mail a tithe in. Normally I would be doing talks every week still, and I would send them out on video, but I've been doing it for 5 years, and I'm going to take a break this summer. I'm just going to take a break and take some time.
Well, you're not doing anything, just studying.
I am studying, starting a new program, ministerial program, so that's my announcement. Is there anybody else that had an announcement? Betty, did you have an announcement?
Yeah, Betty. Your Betty, breakfast with Betty?
I just wanted to say that after we do all these wonderful things on Wednesday, Thursday morning we want to have breakfast together. I should say I want to have breakfast with some of you. So I'm going to be over there at 8:30 right here in our little grill. And please don't make me eat breakfast by myself. That's 8:30 every Thursday.
Every
July
Thursday, 8:30, July and August. Right. Betty's buying breakfast. That's what I heard. So be sure to join her. All right, don't forget to tithe during the summer too. All right, thanks for everybody for your help today. Thanks, Annie. It was a pleasure to have you here. Barbara, Ela, Helen, and Derek. Pick up Derek's card and support him this summer too. All right, and now we will have another song and offering, blessing, and something else, and jigsaw puzzle and a dance. I'm not sure.
That's it.
All that? Okay, here we go.
Sing along if you know it.
Sing along.
regret. The winds of change are blowing wild and free, and you ain't seen nothing like me. Make you happy, make your dreams come true. No, there ain't nothing I wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth for you, to make you feel my love, to make you feel my love, to make you feel my love.
Thank you, Annie. Let's all stand now and say our prayer for protection together. The light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever we are, God is, because you are, and I am the I am. And so it is. Amen. Have a beautiful summer. We will see you in September. See you.